give you a little idea of where we're at. I'm going to spend most of the time with you asking questions or making comments. And generally when we start that, it flows. Regardless of the size of the group that means. I think probably the first thing to tell you is that Rachel's here for the Democratic Party. She comes to all of our public meetings and videotapes. You'll see some of that on some of the TV ads from the Democrat side. But tell you what, you've been here, you've heard what I said, so you can piece some stuff that isn't there. Now Rachel doesn't do that. She doesn't do that. Don't hold that against her. But we want to be as open and as free-flowing as possible tonight. And I've not been known as a candidate that mixes words. Frank Beckman on WJR often called me the plain-speaking Tim Walberg. I think they used to say that about Lincoln too, so I'll take that if that's the case. But sometimes that can be used by the other side to use buzzwords that they can hang across people and be more specific. But we don't want that to hinder us tonight. Let me tell you that we're down to about 7.5 weeks. I saved my wife and I because she's truly a partner. She's got another event tonight. But soon I've been in this race now for going on 15 months. It has been a long process. Welcome. A long process, but a good process. Met a lot of wonderful people. I've had an opportunity to hear a lot of issues and concerns. But I think the one frustration that has come up over and over again is that I've heard two words over and over in more settings and more occasions and from a wider variety of people than I've ever heard before in 16 years in the State House and 2 years in Congress and all the campaigns involved. And those words are probably words that you hear as well from your friends and neighbors and family. One is fear, and the other is scared. We fear what's going on. We fear that our government is running away from us. I'm scared about my job in the future. I'm scared about what my health will be and how it'll be taken care of. I'm scared that my kids won't be able to stay in this state. I fear the loss of liberties. Those words go on and on and on. And I'm of the mind that that should not be two of the most used words of Americans. Certainly not two of the most used words of Michiganians or Michiganders or forget me Spartans, Wolverines. The story is out there in Tocqueville, that Frenchman who came across and wanted to find out the genius of this new country. And ultimately, as you know, he found out it was his people. But it's ascribed to him that he initiated the use of the term Wolverine for this area of the country. He said, people that are willing to live in a godforsaken, mosquito-infested swamp area like that region must have the tenacity of Wolverines. So maybe that's the reason. Well, I think Michiganders are tenacious, but we've met a match with our government right now that's caused concerns to take place about our future. At this point in time, the most recent poll that was released in this race, just for your frame of reference, if you haven't seen it announced in papers and other places, is that as of 2 weeks ago when the poll was put out, it was done by an independent group out of Washington. And we were surprised with it, pleased with it, as anybody else could be, except our opponents. It showed us at 10 points up. Now that's a snapshot at that point in time. Now that was 1 day prior to AFSCME coming out with $750,000. I didn't make a mistake. $750,000 ad buy on TV that you can see. And telling all sorts of things about me.